What's up, mortals? It's Dante, and today we are back for the aftermath of Gawain's fight in chapter 193. As one fight ends, another is about to begin, so let's get into it. The winner of the third match in Block B is Gawain. Fallen, the previous champion, is knocked out in shocking fashion. Everyone is amazed at Gawain's amazing strength. Percival is surprised as she beats someone who defeated 𝐼𝐸, saying that she is the best. Tristan is complimenting that he knew deep down that she was going to win. But then you have Bellatrip, who's saying, Gawain, who is that little girl? And why is this making my heart race? Oh boy. So it seems like the chaos might have sealed away his memories, and also Gawain's rings are, again, starting to have a bit of an effect, and he's catching on. But now the question is, when? Gawain floats down to the craters, telling Balin that maybe she went a little too far, but it was his fault for pushing her to that point. And he probably won't wake up for a good while, but at least he earned her respect. And remember that Balin is a very light sleeper? He just bounces right up, says, I'm quite honored, to a shocked Gawain, and he just picks her up. I'm sorry, this is just so funny. It's like Gawain just shrunk. Balin carries a rather furious Gawain on his shoulders, with her asking him to put her down, while 𝐿𝐻𝐻 is announcing, now Balin has brought Gawain to his shoulder as if to exalt the one who beat him. Gawain is very surprised, wondering just how tough are you after all that punishment she gave him. But Balin admits that he can barely stand up. But that's not really going to convince Gawain. And 𝐿𝐻𝐻 has to ruin the moment by saying, what a heartwarming sight to see. It's like a chick on the back of a mother swan. Oh man, that's gotta be one hurtful wound to the pride. Way to go, 𝐿𝐻𝐻, way to go. But luckily Percival rushes over, yelling for Gawain, congratulating her, saying that she really got strong after the past 2 years. With Gawain taking the compliment, saying, well, this much is for granted. Percival points his finger, saying, so who do I heal first? Gawain suggests that Balin gets healed first, but Balin disagrees, saying take care of Gawain ahead of me. And the two just begin to bicker, with Gawain saying that don't give me that crap, don't act like you didn't take more damage than me. But of course Percival has the solution. He just decides to heal them both, like, yeah, you couldn't do that the whole time. And the rest of the gang comes out to congratulate Gawain, saying that they were very worried, congratulating her. Even 𝐼𝐸 saying, you're not prophesied for no reason, I see. And all this praise really gets to Gawain, blushing, saying that, oh no, I don't really deserve your praise. Trying to act all modest, but we all know that she's loving this. But Donnie has to ruin it, saying, you may have won, but it looks like your hair just looked like a bomb went off. And wow, this is the first time in a while I've seen Gawain care about her looks. But Percival was planning something with Xion. And what was it? Well, Undine just appeared right above her and splashed her with water, with Xion saying, no, don't kill me, it was Percival's idea. And Balin admits that he prefers her real self, but Gawain rebuttals, saying she doesn't care what some man praises her. And of course, Percival has to say something that makes her very angry, saying she's blushing, and just like back in the old days, she starts chasing him. While the Percival platoon and Xion are acting kind of like friends, Tristan is now saying, boy, now I'm kind of jealous. I wonder if I ever had a partner who would laugh and carry on like that, with both Isolde overhearing. Oh, you poor summer child, if only you knew. Balin and Gareth now have a little discussion, with Gareth saying, so much for Balin the Invincible, huh? Even Balin agrees, saying, yeah, I sure blew that one. But I finally found what I was looking for, the person who will change my destiny. And I think I understand what you told me, 𝐼𝐸𝐻𝐻. Captain of the Holy Knights, being a little confused. He goes over to Gawain, takes her hand, and says, I pursued power for so long. I've built all this up, and now I've decided to use it for you. This shocks everyone, with even Hauser thinking, oh, you sly dog. But Gawain's reaction? What is it? She just says, oh, you're volunteering to be my henchman, which, no, that is not what everyone had in mind. But hey, she doesn't mind free help, and this might be a good time to talk about Balin and Gawain. Some people are shipping these two, and no, all right, just no. Okay, I see these two more as battle buddies. They're friends, but not as a couple. All right, I'm for Gawain being a lesbian. All right, there's no problem with that. I hope that somewhere down the line there's going to be a gal waiting for her, a damsel in distress for Gawain to be a true knight for. But with Balin, I just see them more as battle buddies, and heck, I've even seen members of the fandom suggesting that Balin joins Gawain as a member of her platoon. Percival and Tristan are the only members of the four knights with their own squads of loyal followers and friends. The only ones missing out of this formula are Lancelot and Gawain. So if Balin is to stay, I wouldn't mind if Gawain started forming her own group, so that whenever it comes time for her to have her own journey or own arc away from the rest of the four knights so she can have focus, it'll be with her own platoon squad that she values, and Balin would make an excellent first addition. While everyone is recovering from that very shocking revelation, Tristan is saying, boy, they sure are having fun, don't you think, Isolde? But the fake Isolde is just staring blankly. She's having a flashback to her father. Damon saying to her as her father, I've honed my sword and skills to aim for the top. I will use those skills solely to protect you. And this remembrance makes her cry. Tristan tells the fake Isolde, you know, Lord Beltrip was your papa, wasn't he? But she says that it doesn't matter at all. That man doesn't even recall who she is, and he's forgotten her. He's as good as a stranger to Isolde now, much to Tristan's disappointment. But Tristan assures that maybe there's some sort of reason. There's no way he could just forget his beloved child, but this upsets her, saying she doesn't want to talk about it. Then why did you bring it up? She yells that she has him after all, and that's all she needs. Oh my gosh. And she tells Tristan, please win for me. Oh my God, I hate her. I have no sympathy for this Isolde, okay? I don't think she really likes Tristan in that way. To her, Tristan is essentially a Ken doll, her own little puppet, because if she really wanted to love Tristan, she would let him have his memories back. Instead, he's a blank slate, a Ken doll. And to say all this now after everything that happened, all I have to say is she's acting like a spoiled brat.
I want the attention! I want the attention!
Yeah, I don't care what happens to this Isolde, okay? Like, I should feel bad that her and Diodora are children of the four evils and that they had a fate like this, but I just feel no sympathy. She wants all the attention. She's keeping Tristan on a short leash with his memories sealed. No, all of the members of the four evils children are awful. Isolde 1, please hit her. Speaking of, Anne is very disgusted, asking her friend that is she really okay with this? But the original Isolde just walks off saying it's their turn to go up, with much disappointment in her tone and expression. So now it's time to move on to the fourth match of Block B. In the second round, Tantris is pitted against Isolde in the ring, with Tantris' lady-in-waiting cheering her on, and the two are about to begin their battle. Tristan draws his swords, asking, I do owe you for helping my Isolde. I honestly don't want to fight you, but such are the rules. And the battle begins. Isolde is the first to attack, leaping forward with her mace, but Tristan blocks and the two begin to parry their attacks. Tristan and Isolde switch between defense and offense. Their attack styles evenly matched. Even with two swords, he's having a hard time against Isolde's mace. Everyone notices that they're such in tune with one another. It's almost like a performance of battle. Shionne chimes in saying, of course, she sparred with Prince Tristan in sword training all the time. She's far more well versed with the swords and close quarter combat than Jade or I. So this means that they're evenly matched in terms of combat. But Anne goes on to say that it doesn't really matter now. Isolde just needs to make him remember her already. She needs to urge him some more. The two are now at a standstill. Tristan tells Isolde, I could tell you know me, Isolde. I'd like to remember you as well. But she says, it's fine. With a stern face, she tells him, there's no need to try and recall me at all. And that is where we end chapter 193. I really want Isolde to make Tristan remember who he is, because this Tantris thing is getting old and boring, but by, cartoon logic, I think that this is how Isolde is going to make Tristan remember.
Wait a minute, who are you? Hey, I know you! What's your beef, stranger?
So the two are evenly matched in terms of close quarters combat with their weapons. So it seems like next is going to be a battle of magic. Tristan is far superior when it comes to magic compared to Isolde, although there might be a loop. The fake Isolde's magic hold over Tristan is very limited. When he entered his demon mark mode, he nearly drained her of all her magic. So if Isolde pushes Tristan to the limit, and thus using his demon mark again, it's possible that the hold the fake Isolde has on Tristan will disappear, and all his memories could come back. At least that would be a lot more simpler than just bashing him on the head, even though that would be funny. And as for Balin, I do hope that he does stick around a little bit longer to join Gawain's new idea for a Gawain platoon, but at the same time, I kind of don't want the group getting too big. There are so many characters with us now. I keep forgetting we even have some characters like Bors or Pelio. The group is just getting too big. But hey, who knows what's going to happen in the next chapter? What did you think of chapter 193 and what will happen in chapter 194? Will Isolde make Tristan remember? How much longer can the fake Isolde hold on her beloved Tantris? And what will Gawain do with Balin as her new assistant? We'll find out next time. This has been Dante from the Anime Underworld, and I'll see you mortals later.